This is On the Spot Movie Reviews, and we haven't seen you in a while, but we haven't gone to the movies in a while. We are going to see a movie today called Going the Distance, starring Drew Barrymore and Justin Long. It's rated R. It is a comedy about a couple that thinks that they're just having a summer fling. Then they realize that maybe it's the real thing, and adventure ensues as they live on different parts of the coast. I'm looking forward to it. It looks funny, and the reason that I suggested this is because when Rich first saw the trailer, he said that he thought that this might be one of the good romantic comedies, so I thought I could pass this one on and get him to go to this romantic comedy.
I really only had a little bit of an interest in it because Jason Sudeikis is in it, who's pretty funny on Saturday Night Live, and Charlie Day. I've never seen him in a movie before. Charlie Day is on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which he's always really funny on, and he's kind of the dumb guy on there, although they're all pretty dumb. Sounds like an interesting story, but we'll see. There's a million ways you can mess this one up, so I'm not going to be judgmental on it because it's a romantic comedy. I'm hoping for the best, but most romantic comedies, their track records are very good.
But this one's rated R, which one was good for it?
So romantic comedies that try too hard to be R-rated, sometimes they don't get it. They almost push the envelope too far because they're trying to push the envelope. So we'll see. Hopefully this doesn't fall into that category.
We'll see. So, I thought it was okay, the movie. I wasn't blown out of the water with it. I think that there were some funny, interesting scenes. And the most interesting part, I think, was the ending, because it wasn't too cliched. And I think that their initial relationship, I didn't see them falling in love. Like, the falling in love part didn't really happen for me. The Justin Long character, I really felt like his friends were accusing him of being selfish in the first scene of the movie. I'd never believed that he overcame his selfishness. Those were my problems with it. I don't know, I just guess I didn't see it completely fulfilling for me.
So when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I actually laughed at the trailer. Whoever edited the trailer really knew how to create comedy. Whoever directed this film had no idea what comedy was. This film was full of all of these background people trying to be so funny. You had people like Charlie Day and Jason Sudeikis whose jokes were falling completely flat. So, Drew Barrymore's character, one of her early first lines was a setup line for her whole character. Characters in this film, they didn't let who they were kind of come out through actions or whatever's happening. Everything needed to be explained to us. When we first see Drew Barrymore's character and they say, "Are you going out?" And she's like, "Of course I'm going out for drinks. I'm 31 and I'm an intern." Everybody had these lines that they were designed to say so that we can get this character background. It was trying to be too smart. It was trying to be cooler than it was. And I hated every moment of it to the point where I would rather have seen Eva Braun and Hitler get together than these two characters at the end. They didn't have any chemistry. I didn't care about them. I never did. They made her like a tough girl. Like she was playing it very much like a tomboy. Christina Applegate, who's a really funny actress. In this movie, she was just relegated to just being like a sister who has some compulsive disorder. Everything felt so cliche. I should grow to feel for these characters. I shouldn't be told I should feel something for these characters. I don't recommend this film at all. I think this film is a big waste of time. I wouldn't even watch it at all. I think there's other romantic comedies that I'm not a fan of that I think are a lot better than this, because there was no comedy and there was no romance.
Wait. So you say that there's no comedy, but definitely one of the reasons that you said in the beginning before we came here that you wanted to see the film was for that guy. And I thought that he was funny, and when they had any of those lines, I thought worked really well. It wasn't a great movie, but I don't think it's as awful, and I don't think that you should have compared it to, like, Hitler.
You know, comedy's really hard, and you have to give spaces. I've seen that trailer so many times now. The way they say the lines are not in the order that they say them in the movie. Yes. Like, the way they're said in the trailer is funnier than the way that it was cut together in this movie. Yes. The lines are out of order.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to be funny, and nobody's delivering. And it's interesting because everybody in this film should be funny, because I've seen them be funny in other films. So I think this film, for me, the failure was in the screenplay, because it was just, I thought it was really badly written. So that's failure number one. Failure number two was the director. Failure number three was whoever edited this film. I felt like I was watching a really bad pilot for a TV show that you kind of say, yeah, I'm not going to watch this show.
It definitely has a very raunchy sense of humor at some point, and 3 elderly people got up and walked out.
That was the funniest part of the movie to me, was the 3 old people getting up and leaving the theater because they were offended.
So I guess that Rich is a definite never see this movie. I feel like if you see it on cable, you can leave it on. But yeah, neither one of us is a strong go out and see it.
And I feel like if you watch this on cable, you're wasting a lot of your time. There's work cleaning to do. That would be more interesting than watching this movie.
This is On the Spot Movie Reviews, and we will see you next time.